Hey, what is up, everybody? Grunt4500 here, and today we're gonna do something a little bit new. Welcome to the Halo Experience, a new video series where I can share some of my favorite Halo memories with you guys. Today, I am sharing some of my memories from the game that started it all, Halo Combat Evolved on PC. The demo? Yeah, you heard that right. Halo PC actually had a demo that came out sometime before the game's initial launch, and that was my introduction to Halo. Now, if I remember this right, the demo came out sometime in late 2003 or early 2004, and that's when my dad actually got it, I think from a PC magazine. From there, he showed me a little bit of it, I played it a bit, but it really didn't start to impact my life until it introduced itself in early 2006. Now, this is a very, very vivid memory of mine. Back in the day, my mom used to do these arts and crafts classes. And one night, we were looking through some of the colors we were working with, and we looked up on Google the color green. And randomly enough, a picture from Halo 2, actually, popped up within the green pictures. And immediately, a nostalgia bomb went off. I didn't know what it was. It looked so familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. So later that night, I ran downstairs to my dad, who was likely playing another game or working, and I started asking him questions. Do you remember this game? It's got this green guy, and it's got a kind of a yellow face mask thing, and he's got the gun, and it was set on this like the forest area and the water. And for a couple weeks, we were kind of looking for it and trying to figure out what it was. Until eventually, my dad stumbled upon his old Halo PC demo disc that we actually still have today. And thus, a new journey had begun. Booting up the menu and hearing that classic, awesome Halo theme come up was a revolutionary moment, because I couldn't remember the music. But when that came on, it was just so mesmerizing. It took you away, man. The menu was actually identical to both the Xbox version and the PC version for the most part, except for the only main difference is the campaign only allowed you to play the mission, the Silent Cartographer, and the only multiplayer map we had access to was Blood Gulch. I ain't complaining. That's a pretty good matchup if you ask me. I mean, honestly, because of this demo, I've probably played the Silent Cartographer maybe a few hundred times. No exaggeration. I played it a lot. And it got to the point where playing on Legendary just kind of became the norm. And, strategies of storming that beach evolved. And I still actually follow those same footsteps today when I play the mission. This demo was really the first time a game had ever really wowed me. Beyond, having fun with playing a game. I mean, the music hits, the beautiful environment, the genuinely solid gameplay. When it all hits, you're just like, wow, this is fantastic. And I really think that's where this game kicked off for me. And from there, me and this demo we really got to know each other really well. Really well. I mean, the amount of random crazy shit I have done in this demo, it's just insane. I mean, killing teammates, first of all, that was a crucial experience. That or, saving all of the grunts, making sure no grunts die, but everything else dies on the field. By the way, at the time, I didn't know grunts were called grunts. We actually used to call them kill guys, because one of the lines they said was kill, or something like that, and so we called them the kill guys. But one of my favorite features in the game, which I do not think has been in a Halo game since, is painting the floors and the walls with blood. You kill an elite and there's a huge blood splatter, and you go over the dead body and just smack it, just keep smacking it, and blood just covers everything. it worked the best on the elites just because, for whatever reason, like the grunts didn't bleed as much, or the jackals, or actually the jackals did, but the elites were the most fun to hit. And by the time we're done, it's just like this purple void of darkness. It was like a portal of void in Halo 3. It was ridiculous. Some of my favorite memories playing this demo was when my cousins would come over, and growing up, my cousins were pretty much like my only friends for a lot of it until about middle school or so. So, they'd come over often, and we would just mess around like crazy. We'd play the Silent Cartographer on Legendary. We'd switch off at every single death. We always made it a point to blow up all of the Marines, when the Pelican drops us all off when we're storming the beach. We'd kill them all with grenades, and then we'd run over to the other Pelican and kill all those guys, and then we'd kill all of the Covenant, and when we got to the Warthog, we made sure there wasn't a single soul standing by the time we completed the mission, and oh my gosh, it was just fantastic. Another one of the features in this level that's still there today is you could just drive for like miles under the ocean. You can just go forever. There's no like kill box. Well, maybe there was at some point. I'm not sure. I never hit one. It was just so ridiculous. It was great. But moving on from the campaign, the multiplayer on Blood Gulch, that's where a lot of the fun was had. A lot of it started when my cousins came over, and we would do the thing where every death we'd switch off, just like we would in the campaign. But the only difference is we were total assholes. We were the assholes of the game. We were the ones who would totally team kill our teammates if they took a gun we wanted, or we'd grab a tank and start shooting our own vehicles to make sure nobody else got them. And one of the best things that I remember, in the chat, whenever somebody would swear or anything, it was our duty to track that person down and kill them. Only them. We would ignore everybody else. Even if that guy was on our own team, we would make sure that guy would always die by us. It didn't matter. Oh my gosh, it was great. Another one of the memories that I really remember with this demo's multiplayer was playing on Blood Gulch, and on one of the sections there's this big hill, and we'd always go into this server that was snipers only, and I don't think there was any shields, and we'd just fight over the hill. It was just always such a hot spot for some reason, so it was just like sweaty tryhards mixed with team killing and bunny hopping and all this ridiculous stuff. I mean, dude, Halo on PC was just great. The demo, we played so much Blood Gulch. I'm pretty sure we knew every single secret in the game. We tried to get out of the map so many times. I don't think we ever succeeded. But, oh man, Blood Gulch doesn't get better than Blood Gulch, man. Back in the day, my dad would do these LAN parties with the PCs. We'd invite my uncle over, some of my other cousins over, as well as the ones I'd play with, and some of his friends. And they'd all bring their computers down into the basement, and, we'd play a lot of games like Battlefield 1942 or 2142, Unreal Tournament 2004, all of these first-person shooter games. But one I would always suggest was Halo Combat Evolved demo. You see, the funny thing about it is that my dad figured out a way to get the demo running on all of our machines using only one disc. I can't remember exactly how we did it. I think we got the game running, or we got somebody in the server. We removed the disc, and for some reason the game didn't crash after that, and we could just do the same thing with all the other computers. I can't remember if that's exactly how we did it, but that's what comes to mind. But the funny thing about it was these guys were like totally like hardcore PC gamers that played a lot more than I did, but Halo was really the main game I can keep up with them on. And I think a lot of it has to do with how much I played the Halo demo on Blood Gulch and such. So I knew the controls really well. And on that map, I knew all of the secret locations, like where the fuel rod guns were and the flamethrowers. And even though that like some of my cousins would play Combat Evolved on like the Xbox version didn't actually have the fuel rod gun or flamethrower. So that really put me at an advantage. So I just come out of nowhere, just shooting flames, and they were really mad at me. In fact, I remember I would always go for the Banshee first because nobody would realize to get in the tank first, just because it's kind of like in other games, it's kind of hard to shoot down an air vehicle with a tank. But in this one, it's kind of designed that way. So I'd always get a Banshee, and I would just fly down, and just blow everyone up with the fuel rod cannon on that, and just wreck hell. I think I'm the reason nobody plays Halo anymore in my family. I exclusively remember as well, I had quite a few nitpicks with Halo. One of the things that I found really weird is when you had a gun that could aim, you didn't aim down sights. It was just like the little pop-up, you know, that the Mjolnir armor does. But I didn't understand that at the time. So it was really weird to me going from a game like Battlefield where you aim down sights to this. It was kind of weird. It also really irritated me that you couldn't aim the assault rifle. That was really weird for me, but obviously over time I prefer it now. So if you couldn't tell, I've got a lot of memories with the Halo Combat Evolved demo. Some that I probably want to share more later as well, but I also want to get to some of the other Halo games before coming back to the PC demo. I've got a lot of memories to share. I've got a lot of passion for sharing my memories with everybody. So I apologize if this video isn't the most organized of the videos. I really wanted this just to be more of a live reaction of me just talking about, you know, my memories with the game. So please leave some feedback if you had a good time watching it. Maybe throw down a like or a dislike, or tell me what you have in the comments. You know, if you have any of the memories like that, I'd love to hear them. Hit me up on Twitter as well, at Grunt4500. I'm all very active on there. Love to share some more memories with everybody and hear a lot of other people's memories as well. And, you know, if you have time, please do give me some feedback on this video. What do you like? What do you don't like? Because I really want to do a lot more of these kind of videos for the other Halo games, and maybe even other games in the future as well. But I just want to do kind of a format that's natural, that's still kind of organized. This is kind of more of a test one as I'm doing the demo. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking about this. Hope you guys have a wonderful one, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
So, you beat the Halo demo. Not bad, soldier, not bad at all. But are you ready to take the next step? In the full version of Halo, you'll find additional vehicles like tanks, plasma turrets, and aircraft. Powerful new human and alien weapons. A single-player campaign spanning 10 massive indoor and outdoor environments. And support for intense multiplayer battles with up to 16 of your friends. Or enemies. All that wrapped up in an epic sci-fi story that's so freaky. Whoa! It makes me shake just thinking about it. Halo Combat Evolved. Buy one. Heck, buy two. That's an order, soldier.